This is the greatest thing that I have ever seen. Out of everything that's on the internet, this is the best thing.
This fish-keeping live stream is presented in part by Oasis Aquatics. Oasis Aquatics specializes in tropical freshwater fish, saltwater fish, invertebrates, coral, and oddballs. We strive to provide weird, rare, and unique fish. We ship all across the USA. Find your Oasis today at oasisaquaticsnj.com. Don't forget to enter the Oasis Aquatics giveaway simply by purchasing some fish from Oasis Aquatics, and you'll automatically be entered and have the chance to win $100 in store credit. When ordering, please mention Aqua Alex or my YouTube channel.
Welcome to Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex Cardinale. Aquatic Wetline is a tropical fish and aquarium livestream that started out as a podcast in 2014 and is hosted by 30-year-old fish keeper Aqua Alex Cardinale from Green Acres, Florida. Aqua Alex started fish keeping at the age of 12 and has kept monster fish, freshwater, and saltwater fish and has a lot of knowledge and experience in the aquarium hobby. Aquatic Wetline is supported and brought to you by Oasis Aquatics, an online and local fish shop in Hackettstown, New Jersey. Oasis Aquatics has cichlids, catfish, oddballs, and more. Find your Oasis today at www.oasisaquaticsnj.com. What fish topic does Aqua Alex have tonight? Let's find out. Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex begins now. Aqua Alex is live from his fish room in Green Acres, Florida. Take it away, Aqua Alex.
Hello, tropical fish keepers! Welcome to the 249th episode of Aquatic Wetline. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinale. We are just 1 week away and one episode away from our historic 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline. Next Sunday here on Aquatic Wetline, we're going to celebrate our 250th episode. But tonight, we're going to have a fun fish keeping live stream, and it's going to be an awesome live. I hope all of you, my fish keeping viewers, had a great weekend, and I hope you had a great Sunday. They obliterated and destroyed their competition, the Philadelphia Eagles. So yes, I am extremely proud that my Buccaneers beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I do like the Philadelphia Eagles, but obviously since my favorite team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'm happy that the Bucs got a victory tonight. Anyway, tonight on Aquatic Wetline, we're going to have a fun show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about aquarium hobby dreams. I'm going to talk about my dream aquarium setups that if I had unlimited space and unlimited funds, I would set up multiple aquariums. And I'm going to talk about what I would stock each aquarium with. I'm also going to talk about the dream fish species that I have yet to keep and dream fish species that I have kept before. And I've got a couple of other topics that I'm going to talk about as well. I did have a few other things planned for tonight's live, but I wasn't really feeling well earlier today, so I wasn't able to do them. So we'll save them for another episode of Aquatic Wetline or maybe Friday Live with Aqua Alex. So it's going to be a great show. If you have any tropical fish keeping questions, please feel free to post them in the chat, and I will for sure be glad to answer them on our show today. And also, feel free to share your dream aquariums and your dream tropical fish in the comments down below. So let's get some housekeeping out of the way before we start talking about our topics tonight. I'd like to remind everyone that tomorrow I'm going to be doing a very special live. It is very rare that I go live on Mondays. Tomorrow, Monday, September 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, I will be hosting a press conference. A press conference for every single one of my YouTube live streams and all my shows. It is a very important show because I've got some very important announcements to make, and my team and I have decided the best way to make these announcements is to do a live press conference that'll stream live on my personal Facebook as well as my YouTube channel. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, make sure you tune in to the press conference. Some of the things that I'll talk about tomorrow include Aquarium Mania 2025 and what will be happening for Aquarium Mania 2025. It'll also include what's going down on our 11-year YouTube anniversary in March. I'll also talk about some of the upcoming changes to my YouTube channel in 2025 and a whole lot more. A lot of great things you're going to want to hear if you call yourself a fan of my YouTube channel and my content that I create. So definitely check out the press conference tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, here on my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, but also it'll be streaming on my Facebook as well. And then the last piece of housekeeping that I have is obviously historic. It is the historic 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline here on YouTube, and that'll be taking place live next Sunday, October 5th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It is being presented by our sponsor, Oasis Aquatics, and our very special guest will be the owner of Oasis Aquatics, Tom McGuire himself. Tom will be here in person to talk about why he is closing his retail location and why he's going to online only and local deliveries and aquarium maintenance and installation. So hear from the man himself about the decision he made for closing the retail shop, but more importantly, why he is going back to online sales and monster fish and stingrays. That is next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Also next Sunday on the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline, I will have a very special announcement to make. I will be getting some new fish. I will have some aquarium facts and a whole lot of awesome surprises. So don't miss the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline. It is going to be an awesome show. All right. Having said that, let's get to the purpose of today's show, and that is Sunday Night Aquarium Dreams. So let's begin by talking about my dream aquariums. So if I had unlimited space, unlimited budget, and I could have as many tanks as I wanted and have any fish that I want, these would be in my dream aquariums. So let's start with the freshwater side of things. In my freshwater aquarium, my first freshwater aquarium, it would be a 1,000-gallon aquarium. A 1,000-gallon aquarium to accommodate some of the fish that I love from South America. If you've been following Aquatic Wetline here on YouTube for quite some time, you know that I love South American and Amazonian fish. So in my 1,000-gallon aquarium, I would have some sand substrate, and at the bottom of the aquarium, I have to have freshwater stingrays because I myself am a huge fan of the South American river stingrays. My personal favorite are the marbled Motoro stingray. So I'd have a male and a female marbled Motoro stingray. I'd also have a Leopoldi stingray, also known as the black diamond stingray. What's pretty interesting and unique about the black diamond stingray compared to the Motoro stingrays and the other South American river stingrays is that the Leopoldi stingray is more of an invert eater. It is more of a crustacean eater. So, for example, if you look at the moray eels, the tessellata moray, the green moray, those are fishivorous moray eels. But when you look at the zebra moray eel, the snowflake moray eel, and the eels of that family, they are also carnivorous, but they eat primarily inverts, such as shrimp and clams and things like that. So it's pretty interesting that that also plays a factor in the freshwater stingray family, because the Leopoldi stingray likes to eat more inverts than fish. But don't get me wrong, it will eat small fish on the occasion that it is available. So be very careful in keeping Leopoldi stingrays with fish that are small to eat, because they will likely eat them also, but they do prefer shrimp and crustaceans. And the final stingray that I would keep in this aquarium, besides a pair of marble Matoros and Leopoldi, would be a ray that is known as the tiger freshwater river stingray. The tiger ray is extremely rare in the aquarium hobby, or at least it was when I was living in Massachusetts. And the only time that it was brought in at the fish store that I worked at was for a Chinese gentleman who owned a restaurant, and some of the fish that he had in his basement were stingrays, because he collected freshwater stingrays, and he was a big collector of the ones from South America. He had Matoros, he had all different types of Matoros, all different types of hybrids, all different types of black diamond hybrids. But I remember specifically him requesting a tiger stingray from South America for so long that we had a hard time tracking it. And when we did, it was a couple $1,000 fish. But the owner was happy that he was able to get it in and sell it for a couple of $1,000. But the tiger stingray is absolutely beautiful. But also, on the same token, when I was working at the fish store, the owner was an absolute prick. So I found it funny when karma got him and he got stung by that very same stingray. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. We're not talking about that tonight. So at the bottom, I'd have those stingrays, the Matoro rays, the Leopoldi rays, and the tiger stingray. You guys know that I'm a huge Cirrus fan. Ideally, I'd like the silver dollars, Mylius and Mylosoma, Tometes, and some of the other beautiful silver dollars out there. Some people call them Pacus, but I call them silver dollars. So I would have some yellow hook silver dollars, which are kind of new to the aquarium hobby, but their scientific name is Myloplus arnoldi. Very cool. They're similar to the red hook, except they have a gold hook, and they get a little bit larger than the red hook. They can get about 13 inches. I'd also have a school of, they're one of my favorite fish. That's like a childhood comfort fish of mine. I love red hooks. And also you've got Mylius grimberki, black bar silver dollars. Very, very cool fish. And you can't go wrong with black bar silver dollars, at least in my personal opinion. I like the thin bar variants. I like the wide bar variants. And also there's a new variant out there that is kind of almost man-made, I think. It is the blackberry silver dollar. So I have different types of black bar silver dollars, as well as the red hooks and the yellow hook silver dollars. But to throw off the tank and make it a tank that I would love, I would add some other schooling fish from outside South America, and that would be red-tail tinfoil barbs. The red-tail tinfoil barbs are my favorite tinfoil barbs because A, they're the most colorful, and B, they don't grow huge like the other tinfoil barbs. The red-tail tinfoil barbs can get about 10 inches, while the other tinfoil barbs can get up to 15 inches in length. But they're all equally large growing fish. I'm actually going to be picking up some tinfoil barbs, hopefully this week, for my 125-gallon aquarium, so that it could be some dithers and add some activity to my tank. So there's one of your new fish that might be featured next Sunday on the 250th episode. It might be some tinfoil barbs and some other awesome fish. So I'd have at least 6 tinfoil barbs in my 1,000 gallon. So pretty much I've kept silver arowanas, so I wouldn't want to have a silver arowana in my 1,000 gallon aquarium, but I would want to have a black arowana because black arowanas are nice. I'd have some chocolate cichlids. The Temporalis chocolates are my favorite, but I also try some of the Brazilian and the Rio Negro chocolate cichlids as well. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of severums of all different types. I love the Rotkeel severums. I love the Heroes Libifier, which I got from my buddy Tom at Oasis Aquatics. I'm also a big fan of the Tiger severums now, which are still kind of rare in the hobby, but they're popping up more and more, which is very exciting. I'm also a big fan of the Heroes Nodus, which is the spotted severum out of, I believe that's out of Venezuela. Very, very beautiful severum. And there's also a severum that comes from Brazil that also is a Heroes Nodus. But there's a slight difference between the Venezuelan and the Brazilian one, but they're both equally the same fish, I think. And finally, Oscar cichlids. Oscars are the wet pets of the tropical fish hobby. They're like wet puppies. You gotta love Oscars. I've always been attracted to Oscars, and I think as long as I'm keeping freshwater aquariums, I'll have an Oscar. Sadly, this week I had to rehome my Oscar because my male Amphilophus Red Devil was deciding to be a bully, and he was bullying my Oscar, so I had to rehome him. Now, should I want to try an Oscar again with my Red Devil, it'll have to be like a 10 to 11 inch, maybe 12 inch Oscar, so that the size alone could probably intimidate the Red Devil, but that's not always a possibility. But anyway, that would be my first dream aquarium. You've got activity at the bottom with the stingrays. You've got activity at the mid levels with the silver dollars and tinfoil barbs. You've got activity at the middle and also closer to the top with the cichlids and the arowana. The black arowana would be amazing in there. I probably would also add some catfish because I'm a catfish guy. I love catfish. I'd probably add some Megalodorus irwini, some granulosus cats, some ripsaw cats, maybe a marble dachara cat, and Lima shovenos and vulture cats. So that would be my 1,000 gallon dream aquarium. Now, the big problem that I have currently is that I am limited to one aquarium, but that'll be changing in about a month or so. But if I had the option to have multiple aquariums, I certainly would keep this fish. And that is a discus cichlid aquarium. My discus cichlid aquarium would be 300 gallons, and it would have wild-caught discus. I love the discus from the Rio Nene region of Peru. They are known as red-spotted green teepee discus, and I'd have at least 8 of them in a 300-gallon aquarium. I'd also have some true Altum angelfish. Not the Peruvian Altum angels, because the Peruvian Altums are not Altums. They are wild-caught scalars, but they look Altum-like, which is why some online retailers and some local fish stores will label them as Altums. They have a similar appearance, but they're not true Altums. They're Peruvian scalar angels. But the true Altum angels, Petrophyllum altum, come from Brazil, Venezuela, and Colombia. And I really like the looks of the Brazilian and Venezuelan Altum angels. So if I were to keep Altum angels, it would be in a very long tank, like a 300-gallon, and I'd keep them with some wild discus because they both have similar water parameters. I'd also have my favorite South American earth eater from the Geophagus family. It's actually from the Satan Perca family, but it is often known as the gold-spotted Jurapari, and its scientific name is Satan Perca leucoustica, which is a very beautiful white-spotted Jurapari. For some reason, I can't figure out why, but for some reason, they have become extremely hard to get, in the aquarium hobby. And over the last couple of years, their price has extremely risen to the point of where it is almost unaffordable to get. I mean, I saw some Santa Perca Leacustica on a wholesale list, and they were going for like $75 for a 3-inch fish. That is a lot of money, because back when I was importing fish a couple years ago, like 2018 was the last year that I was doing it, they were like $15 to $20 a piece at that size, now they're $75. So I think the reason is where they come from in South America. I think it's Brazil, Venezuela, certain areas of those countries. It's very hard to import certain species of fish, and I think the Santa Perca Leacustica are on that list. So that's why they're expensive now. But we're talking about dream aquariums and having an unlimited budget. I would definitely have a group of them in with my red spotted green Tifi discus and my Altum Angels. But also, when you're talking about beautiful earth beaters, you have to have some threadfin acaras or Hecali geophagus or Hecali acara. In 2022, I had the opportunity to grow out 3 threadfin acaras. If you've been following my YouTube channel, the Real Alex Cardinale, and my fish keeping videos and live streams for the last 2 years, you will have known that I really adored and loved those threadfin acaras. Sadly, I lost all 3 of them last Thanksgiving in an aquarium wipeout that was caused by a bacterial infection from one of my fish that I had. So it was very tragic. And I have yet to get new threadfin acaras, but I think I will once I get some more aquariums from my friend. I think the 150-gallon that he has, if I get that tank that has those large adult-sized red hooks in it, I think I'll add some threadfin acaras and some festivums to that tank and call it a day. And it will be very, very beautiful. Marbled hatchet fish. They're one of my favorite tetra from South America. Also, diamond tetras are beautiful as well. Spotted mentinus. The spotted silver dollars are very nice. And I know that's going to be very controversial. People are going to say, you can't have silver dollars with discus. As a matter of fact, in my experience, you can, because I did, and I had no problems. You have to remember, folks, that silver dollars are actually quite peaceful. There is no reason a silver dollar should become aggressive. And the only reason it would become aggressive is because it doesn't have its own kind. It doesn't have others of its own kind. The only potential issue between combining silver dollars and discus would be the silver dollars activity level and also eating. Silver dollars are very gregarious when it comes to eating, which means they eat a lot and they eat very quickly. However, there are ways that you can train your discus and your silver dollars to eat one would and the discus to eat at the same time, but it also would require you to do more water changes. But that's just something you have to do if you want to have silver dollars with discus. Eventually, the discus will get used to having activity in their aquarium. I found when I kept discus for the 6 months that I've had discus, when I had them by themselves, they would not move at all. They were lackluster, they were boring. But when I added the juvenile red hooks and the juvenile mentinus in there was activity. The discus started to become active. So it's almost like the silver dollars acted like ditherfish. It made the discus feel secure, and they began swimming out in the open. And they were like angelfish. They were like festivums. They weren't shy and reclusive anymore after I added the silver dollars. So yes, silver dollars can work with discus. They're both used to the same water parameters. They both equally get to the same size. The only thing is the red hooks will probably get larger, but that's about it. Stir-by Corydoras are my favorite cory to keep with discus and angelfish. And also Apollo catfish. The marbled Apollo cat is a very beautiful catfish. In my personal opinion, you can't go wrong with a marbled Apollo catfish. So that would be my discus tank. And then another dream freshwater aquarium I have would be a 220-gallon aquarium. You know, I've always wanted to dedicate an aquarium to silver dollars, but being limited to one aquarium, I really didn't want to do that. But having the option to have multiple aquariums, now I can actually do that. So another tank would be a 220-gallon aquarium, and it would have a school of Mylius ruberipinus, red hook silver dollars. It would have a school of Myloplus arnoldi, the yellow hook silver dollar. It also would have some wild Peruvian Rio Nene angelfish. It would have some festivum cichlids. It would have some pearl gouramis, because pearl gouramis are one of my favorite gourami species, as well as the pink kissing gourami and the giant gourami. And also Hacer oriensis, also known as the black tip mouse catfish. I was introduced to this species, Hacer oriensis, in 2012. It was a species of thorny catfish that was imported in our Peruvian shipment, and it was labeled as a mouse cat. So right away I went on to Planet Catfish, and I started looking up scientific names and looking up mouse catfish under the Doridid family. And that's where I found Hacer oriensis. And Hacer oriensis is a very, very cool Doridid cat. They stay relatively small for a Doridid. Most Doridids usually max out at around a couple feet. But there are a couple smaller ones like the Jaguar cat and the Raphael. But the Hacer oriensis is 6 inches max, which is pretty cool. And they are a schooling Doridid, which is very, very awesome. All right, so let's move over to the saltwater side of things, because as much as I love and respect the freshwater side of the things, I really love and admire saltwater aquariums as well. You know, it was always a dream of mine to get into saltwater, and I never thought that I would have entered saltwater yet, but it was a possibility when I was in my 20s, and it was a possibility that I could not pass up. So in Massachusetts, that's when I set up my very first saltwater aquarium, or I should say my very first sets of saltwater aquariums. And it was then that I discovered in saltwater also that I love the predators and the saltwater monster fish. It is something about monster predatory fish that attracts me. I mean, I've kept the smaller community stuff, but for whatever reason, there's nothing about the small community fish that entices me or attracts me other than their coloration. But after a while, they get kind of boring. The monster predatory fish, at least they have personality and they have characteristics that community fish can never replicate. And that would be attitude, that would be temperament, that would be personality. So I think that is why I'm so attracted to monster and predatory fish in both freshwater and saltwater. That's not to say that I absolutely disdain anyone that keeps community fish, or that I disdain community fish, because that's not true. I love the roseline sharks. I love tinfoil barbs. I love tricolor sharks. I love rummy-nosed tetras, things like that. But I've always been attracted to things. So when I first began keeping saltwater, I started with the basic clownfish, gobies, and all the community stuff. But then when I got tired of freshwater in my big aquarium, that's when I decided that I'm going to try the predators. And with the help of my local fish store, I went in big. And that's where I learned about lionfish, triggerfish, groupers, moray eels. So when I set up another saltwater aquarium, it's going to be exactly that, a saltwater predatory aquarium, because I love predators. And the predators that I love are groupers and triggers and puffers and lionfish. The Voluntean lionfish, the OG lionfish, my all-time favorite. You can't beat a large Volunteer lionfish. Very, very beautiful fish. You also can't beat a dogface puffer. A dogface puffer is beautiful, as is a porcupine puffer. So in my saltwater predator tank, I would have a dogface puffer, a Volunteer lionfish, a porcupine puffer, a Odonis niger trigger, which is also known as a red eye trigger, foxface rabbitfish. Those are my favorite herbivorous saltwater fish. I'd have a bicolor foxface, a magnificent foxface, a one-spotted foxface, and a regular foxface lull. And I know there's going to be some people that say, oh, you can't keep foxfaces together. Wrong, because I did, and I did it successfully for quite some time, at least a year. I've kept foxfaces together for a while, and you can't keep them together. It's just that you have to buy them and introduce them to the tank at the same time. That's the key to it. And that also could be said with a freshwater fish we'll talk about in a few minutes. But also, I like the panther grouper. The panther grouper would be a fish that I'd have in my predatory saltwater aquarium. And then also the blue-spotted stingray. The blue-spotted stingray is a very beautiful fish. Unfortunately for us Floridians here in the state of Florida, really the only stingrays we can have is on the saltwater side of things. So should I ever decide to get a massive saltwater aquarium that's at least 6 feet, I could easily just go out and buy a blue-spotted stingray, because I see them all the time at my reef store. Here in Florida, we have fish stores that are exclusively dedicated to only saltwater. And I only go there to get fish food, because they, for whatever reason, supply freshwater fish food, but they don't have freshwater fish. Odd, I know. But I see blue-spotted stingrays all the time, and I'm like, man, if I had the money and the space, I'd create a saltwater pond, and I'd have blue-spotted stingrays and maybe some smaller cat sharks like bamboo sharks. But those are my dream aquariums. I want to hear from you. What are your dream aquariums? Let me know down in the comments below. Alrighty, let me know your dream aquariums down in the comments below. You know, I'm very surprised to see that we only have one viewer. Where are all my live viewers tonight? I don't know, maybe I'll get more views in the replay, but I'm having a blast so far. I'm glad I decided to stick through my illness and go live. Because if I didn't, then I'd have to postpone my 250th episode, and we're definitely not doing that. So tonight, I'm also going to show a few videos of my current fish collection, and we're going to get to that in a few seconds here on tonight's episode of Aquatic Wetline. But I do want to remind everyone that Oasis Aquatics is a proud supporter of yours truly, Aqua Alex Cardinale, but he's also a proud supporter of Aquatic Wetline and all my fish keeping live streams. And before I welcome Tom next Sunday, I would like to offer a very sincere thank you and a very sincere partnership. And we've got plenty of awesome things coming. I cannot wait to see our partnership grow. Next Sunday on the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline, I'm going to have a very special announcement about how our partnership is going to grow. I'm very excited to announce something that in my 10.5 years on YouTube, I've never got the opportunity to do, and I so very much look forward to it. But we'll talk about that next Sunday. Right now, I would like to talk about why I feel partnering with Oasis Aquatics is a dream of my own. You know, like many aquarium hobbyists, it was always a dream of mine to own and operate an online fish store. But let's face it, I'm not a millionaire. I don't make $120,000 every month. I'm not loaded with money. So in other words, when I'm saying is this broke man can't afford to own a tropical fish store of my own, at least not now. Maybe when I get hit by a truck and I am a paraplegic, maybe I can open my own fish store and hire my own staff and have my own fish store. But for now, what I can do is I can support a fish store that I believe in, a fish store that I know has the customer's best interest in mind, a fish store that I know loves tropical fish, has a passion for this hobby that is unmatched by any other aquarium store owner that I've ever met. And I can literally tell you 100% without any doubt that Tom McGuire has that, and he has that in spades, folks. He's got passion for the aquarium hobby. He's got passion and love for the various tropical fish he keeps and sells. So it is exactly the reason why I decided to reach out to Tom and speak with him about working together and forming this business partnership that we have. And I'd like to think that it's been very beneficial for both of us. So that is why it is a dream of mine, because I get to live vicariously through Tom and promote a fish store on my YouTube channel. But also I get to be an ambassador and watch a fish store grow and succeed. And that's basically what Tom is doing right now, with which is monster fish and stingrays and online selling. So I know he's going to be very successful, and that is why I want to watch him grow, watch him succeed like that. When I become friends with you, I'm friends with you for the long run, as long as you're not a bad person. I'm friends with you forever and ever and ever and ever until I die, which hopefully is not anywhere in the near future. But having said that, if for whatever reason, God bless, I end up getting ill and my time on Earth is shortened, then I could die knowing that I did something that I always wanted to do, and that was promote the aquarium hobby and also promote a quality aquarium fish store. So that's why it is a dream of mine to be working with Oasis Aquatics. And truth be told, in my 10.5 years of being here on YouTube and also on my audio podcast, because a lot of people forget, they think that I've only been doing YouTube. No, I've been doing other stuff before YouTube. So when I got into content creation, it was continuing what I was doing before, because before YouTube, I was a podcast host. I was an online radio show host. So I have a whole lot of live stream experience and putting shows together experience. That's why all my shows are organized, because I hosted an online radio show. I hosted a podcast. I studied online radio on the computer, but I lost interest in that. Online radio, while it's fun, it's also very time consuming. I mean, you've got to wake up early in the morning to go report to work. And when I'm talking early in the morning, I'm not talking 5 or 6 a.m. I'm talking 3 or 4 a.m. So that's definitely not something that I was interested in doing, because I'm not an early morning person. But anyway, I'm dozing off here. That's why sometimes I don't do ad-lib shows, because I can get off topic, and I don't like doing that. But one of the reasons why partnering with Oasis Aquatics is a dream of mine is because I get to do fun stuff on my YouTube channel. I get to promote his stock list. I get to pick a featured fish and talk about it on Saturday Live and Friday Live. I get to promote his store with the commercial and all of that good stuff. And I'm very thrilled to announce that we're going to be experiencing Tom McGuire a lot more here on my YouTube channel. So that is an awesome dream of mine that I'm doing, and I have nothing but gratitude for Tom for doing that. So if you're a new subscriber, please check out oasisaquaticsnj.com. and you'll learn all about Oasis Aquatics, and the online business will be up and running momentarily. And Tom is going to be selling some awesome fish. Trust me, his fish are top quality. I can assure you that, because I got one of my dream fish from Tom, which is a orange Xingu pike, Crenchicicla Xingu 1. And let me tell you, pike cichlids can be a tough fish to get to stop eating live foods. Well, my pike did not eat live at all. I never had to feed live. He ate market shrimp, tilapia, and pellets. So that goes to tell you how much time and effort Tom spends with each and every one of his fish that he sells. Also, Tom does quality inspections before he ships your fish. He really does a great job of shipping. I cannot speak enough about that, but we'll talk about that at a later time here on Aquatic Wetline. All right, so right now I would like to talk about some of the dream fish species that were dreams of mine many moons ago, but I've actually kept them and I've enjoyed them. The first dream aquarium fish that I've kept would be the black wolffish, Hapalus curipira. And I had a black wolffish a couple years ago. Very beautiful predatory fish, very, very nice. Stemma procelotus, the flagtail procelotus, is another dream fish of mine that I've had the pleasure of keeping. You've got to love the flagtail procelotus. It is a beautiful fish. And also, a lot of people say you can only have one flagtail per tank. Well, I debunked that myth a while ago because I had multiple flagtails in my aquariums with no problem. Just like the fox faces in saltwater, you have to buy them at the same time and add them to the aquarium at the same time so that they can establish a hierarchy. So that would be another dream fish that I've kept. Black bar silver dollars, thin bars, and wide bars are another dream fish that I've kept. The Carpintis would be one of my most current dream fish that I now have. And thanks to a good friend of mine, a fellow Central American cichlid guru by the name of Eli, in the very near future, I will have my dream Central American cichlids, which are Parachromis dovi and Amphilochus trimac. So that'll be cool because I've got multiple tanks coming in a month or so. Those will be fish that I could add to the dream aquarium fish that I kept. Let's see, what else is out there? I'm trying to think. I've had Durant's cats, which are very similar to the Tigrinus, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Freshwater stingrays, I've had Matoros, I've had marble Matoros. So they're a fish that I will probably keep again. Polypterus, I've had Oronate bikers, I've had Oronate bikers, I've had Senegal bikers, I've had Congo bikers, I've had the Polypterus biker, which is the very first biker species that was described. That is why it has Polypterus biker. Let's see what else I've kept. I've kept Leporinus, which were a dream cherison of mine. I'm trying to go back to when I was 12 because there's a lot of fish that I dreamed that I wanted to keep, and I've been in the aquarium hobby since I was 12. I've kept a lot of cool stuff. I've had datnoids. Datnoids are very awesome. I've had Indonesian dats. I've had fin bar dats. I've had American tiger dats. I've had oddball dats. I've never had the New Guinea tiger dats. NGT. Those would be a dream fish of mine. All right. Right now, I'm going to take a break from talking. I'm going to rest my voice for a minute. And I want to show you how beautiful my red devil that I got for my birthday is. He has put on a lot of great coloration and also a lot of size. I played this video last night on Saturday Live as my featured Halloween fish, but I'm going to play it right now here on this episode of Aquatic Wetline to give my voice a little bit of a break. So that was my beautiful red devil cichlid, and he's actually looking at me right now while I'm hosting this live stream because he's waiting to be fed. And I'll feed him right after this live stream is over. He eats Hikari cichlid pellets, he eats krill, and earthworms. So very, very beautiful. That's probably why his coloration is taken off. Very, very cool. So there's a comment on my website right now, and the comment is reading, "Why is the theme music of Halloween Michael Myers playing?" Well, that song is playing because it is the official theme song for Saturday Live during Halloween season. So every year that is the song that plays on Saturday Live. And yesterday that video was featured on Saturday Live. All right now let's go ahead and discuss some of my dream fish species that I have yet to keep and I really want to keep. There is a specific reason why I haven't kept this fish yet, and a majority of them is financial reasons. Some of these fish species are just out of my budget at the moment, but I could definitely get them in the future. And the first would be the Brachyplastoma tigrinus, the tigrinus catfish, or the zebra shovelnose. They can get 24 inches in length. They're often confused with another Brachyplastoma cat, which is known as the Durance cat. But the stripes of the tigrinus are continuous when viewed laterally, while those of Durance are broken or divided. The tigrinus is pretty much a catfish that comes from South America. It is very similar to other Brachyplastoma cats, such as the slobbering cat, which is probably the only Brachyplastoma cat that I've ever kept to date. The slobbering cat is very, very cool. I think it's also known as a bulldog cat. It has like a unique name as a bulldog catfish. So if you ever are a fish store and you're using a wholesale list and from South America it is listed as a bulldog cat, it likely is a slobbering catfish. But the tigrinus cat is a predator that eats other fish. So newly caught specimens may need some time before they learn to eat dead food. So you might need to wean them off of live by beginning to feed them live and then offering them other options. But catfish are easy to feed. If you don't feed them after a while, they'll begin to eat dead foods. The only thing about the tigrinus is that they really need pristine water quality and pristine water conditions. They need a highly oxygenated aquarium with a massive amount of current. And they need a lot of places to hide. But they're very, very cool, but they're very expensive. And that's the only reason why I haven't kept them yet. And then we've got the goonch cat. The goonch cat, also known as the devil cat, very beautiful, very unique catfish. It has that monster-like appearance, and it's a perfect Halloween-themed fish that'll be featured on Saturday Live soon. They're found in large rivers in South Asia, such as the Indus and Ganges basins. They're more common in deeper pools and they are faster current, but they're never found in small streams. They can get up to 6 feet in length, so they can grow to the size of my 125-gallon aquarium. That is incredible. You guys know that the Dovai cichlid and the Trimax cichlid are dream cichlids of mine. They're practically two of the only Central American cichlids that I haven't kept. Of the Central Americans that I haven't kept, it would be the Dovai, the Trimac, the Argentina cichlid, a.k.a. the silver cichlid, the Bacardi cichlid. Those are also dream cichlids of mine. And then we've got the Mylius McCanns, which is a beautiful silver dollar from Brazil, a specific region of Brazil. And we've also got the Royal Clown Knife, which is a very beautiful knife. It's just a large growing knife, and it gets absolutely massive. All right now on Aquatic Wetline, we are going to go ahead and take a short and quick intermission. During this intermission, you're going to hear a word from our supporter, Oasis Aquatics. You're going to find out about the Oasis Aquatics giveaway and how you can win $100 at the end of the year. You're going to hear about our 250th episode that is coming up. You're going to hear about my wonderful Facebook fish keeping and reptile group. And you're also going to hear about some special upcoming live streams to my YouTube channel. So if you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, this intermission is going to be very beneficial for you. When we come back, I'm going to continue talking about some of my dream fish, and then I'll play a video of my aquarium that I took tonight. So we're back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere, folks. Aqua Alex here with a very special announcement. I am very proud to announce the very first Oasis Aquatics giveaway. This giveaway is known as Find Your Oasis giveaway. The winner will receive $100 in-store credit to be used at oasisaquaticsnj.com. The giveaway will run from July 15th through December 26th, 2024. This giveaway is a great way to support a small mom-and-pop online fish shop and also grow the aquarium hobby at the same time. So, who is going to win $100 in store credit at Oasis Aquatics? We will find out towards the end of the year, at the end of December. Here is how you enter the Find Your Oasis giveaway. Place an order with Oasis Aquatics. Simply go to www.oasisaquaticsnj.com. Check out the stock list and click on the How to Order tab and hit the Send Email button. In the email, state the fish you want, your address with your zip code, and your phone number. Be sure to mention you are entering the Find Your Oasis giveaway. Everyone who enters will be entered into a drawing, and the winner will be announced on the final Friday Live with Aqua Alex of 2024 in late December. Good luck, everyone. So, fish keepers, go get yourself some quality fish today and enter to win $100 in store credit that you can win at the end of December. OasisAquaticsNJ.com. Check out their amazing stock list and place an order today, and you'll automatically be entered into the Find Your Oasis giveaway. I hope to see some entries. Good luck, everyone, and I hope you join this giveaway.
I'd like to invite you to come join a wonderful Facebook fish keeping and reptile group. This group is dedicated to aquarium and reptile hobbyists all around the world and of all ages. We welcome everyone. This is a laid-back, drama-free Facebook group with one goal in mind: to grow and expand the aquarium and reptile hobby. While we mainly have aquarium hobbyists, we are currently welcoming reptile hobbyists as well. We encourage aquarium and reptile content creators, aka YouTubers, to come and share their videos and live streams with us. Post photos of your fish and reptiles and feel free to post questions and interact with our members. We also have weekly activities. Log on to Facebook right now and search for our group. Yep, we like fish and reptiles. Join our group. Yep, we like fish and reptiles today.
Halloween season is upon us, and for the next month on Friday, live with Aqua Alex, it's time for the monster fish to come out on the prowl. Live Friday, October 4th, 2024 at 10 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. PT. Get ready for a fun Friday live. The monster fish out on the prowl on this episode will be a shocking fish, literally. This fish can deliver a powerful shock. Learn about the electric eel. Fish keeper Jeremy Lady will be in the house to discuss Vieja Chichlid, Salvinis, and more. Learn about giant Danios, Bolivan Ram Chichlid, Disticotus, and raccoon butterfly fish as the featured fish. Plus, Aqua Alexa facts on clownfish and gobies, Aqua Alex reacts, and so much more. Live this Friday, October 4th, 2024 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time / 7 p.m. Pacific Time. kick off the awesome fish keeping weekend in style only on the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel.
It's time to crumble. On the next Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale, it's Crumble Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. The next episode of Saturday Live is presented by Crumble. Crumble Saturday Live airs 6 hours early live Saturday, October 5th, 2024, at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. Alex will taste and review 4 delicious crumble desserts. See Alex taste and review the new Crumble Confetti Cake, Crumble Peanut Butter featuring Snickers Cookie, Crumble Caramel Shortbread featuring Twix Cookie, and the Crumble Oreo Birthday Cookie. Alex will also have facts on Crumble. WWE fan Alex Cardinale will preview WWE Bad Blood 2024 and have facts on Bad Blood. Learn Halloween facts. Orange Halloween Kit Kit is the featured Halloween candy, and Chef Alex's Halloween recipe is chocolate whoopie pies. Plus, learn about the scary Wolverine as the animal of the world, the Doberman Pinscher as the pet of the week, Tampa Bay Buccaneers Week 4 and 5 review and more. Me want cookie but me wait. Crumble Saturday Live is live this Saturday, October 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Looking for something exciting and fun to watch on Sunday, October 6th, 2024? Well, Aqua Alex Cardinale is proud to invite you to tune in and watch the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline right here on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale. Fish keepers, get ready for a fun fish keeping celebration, all in honor of reaching 250 episodes. Aquatic Wetline started in 2013 as an audio podcast. And truth be told, it's very likely that Aqua Alex has well over 1,000 episodes if you count all the audio-only episodes, but Aqua Alex is only considering the YouTube Aquatic Wetline lives because they are much more fun. One thing for sure, though, is this. Aquatic Wetline is one of the longest-lasting and original fish-keeping live streams, and it will continue to grow. Live Sunday, October 6th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Get ready for a fun fish-keeping live stream to celebrate Aqua Alex's hard work. On Friday, September 20th, 2024, Oasis Aquatics announced that it would be closing its retail location and focusing its efforts on online sales and aquarium maintenance. Live Sunday, October 6th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Oasis Aquatics owner Tom McGuire will be on the show to discuss what led to the decision to close the retail shop and what the future holds for Oasis Aquatics. Plus, Aqua Alex will get new fish, and they will be revealed on the show. Also, meet the new Oasis Aquatics commercial. Plus, Aqua Alex will have aquarium facts, fish tank update, and so much more. Don't miss the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline Live, Sunday, October 6th, 2024 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel The Real Alex Cardinale.
Get ready to be biting. Get ready to learn about fish with teeth. Fish that can definitely leave a mark or fish that can rip and tear. It's Toothy Friday Live, and it's the next special episode of Friday Live with Aqua Alex. Live Friday, October 18th, 2024 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get ready to learn about fish with teeth. Aqua Alex will feature the Caribbean piranha, red-tailed barracuda, and the tarpon. The South American featured fish will be the black piranha, black wolffish, and the black pacu. The African featured fish will be the African Odo pike, tigerfish, and the MBU pufferfish. Plus, learn about needlefish as the saltwater featured fish. Toothy Friday Live with Aqua Alex will kick off Piranha Weekend, and Piranha Weekend concludes with Piranha Saturday Live on October 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. After a thrilling and successful Stingray Saturday Live, Alex Cardinale is proud to announce another special themed episode of Saturday Live, dedicated to another aquatic creature with a bad reputation. Let's get ready to tangle the piranha. Get ready for an electrifying special episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale that dives deep into the thrilling world of piranhas. Tune in on Saturday, October 19th, 2024, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on the Real Alex Cardinale's YouTube channel. This episode will spotlight 3 fascinating piranha species: the red belly piranha, the black piranha, and the Manueli piranha. Ever wondered if these notorious fish are truly dangerous to humans, or whether they can make good pets? Alex Cardinale will tackle these questions and more, bringing you expert insights and captivating visuals. Don't miss out on this fantastic episode that promises to be both educational and entertaining. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a moment of the action. Piranha Saturday. Live with Alex Cardinale. Live Saturday, October 19th, 2024, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific here on YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale.
Welcome back to Aquatic Wetline here on YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, episode 249, The Calm Before the Storm. Next week it is episode 250 with special guest Tom McGuire, owner of Oasis Aquatics, and I get new fish and more. We're having an amazing time so far talking about Sunday night aquarium dreams, and we talked about my dream aquarium setups that I would set up if I had unlimited space and unlimited money, and we talked about some of my dream fish that I've kept. We've talked about why partnering with Oasis Aquatics is a dream of mine, and we've also talked about the dream fish that I have yet to keep that I really want to keep. Well, before we get back to our topic, you know, life threw another curveball my way because during the intermission, I got a phone call from somebody that I was going to be working with. It was actually going to be the announcement for next Sunday's 250th episode. But unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and they had to pull me out of something that I was going to do because space was full, and unfortunately, there's not going to be any tropical fish at this event this year. Darn. But there's always next year, so we'll talk about that on the 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline next week. But I am going to attend the event, so I can mention it tonight. It is called the Scales Convention or the Scales Fair, and it'll be taking place at the South Florida Fairgrounds in West Palm Beach. So I'll attend this year. I'm going to be there mainly as a content creator. I'm not going to be there as a reptile hobbyist because I'm not a reptile hobbyist. I'm a reptile fan. So I will be going as a fan to film content for my 11-year YouTube anniversary, and that's it. I'll probably be there for like an hour or two. So ideally, what was going to happen was that I was going to go there and represent Oasis Aquatics and give a speech about Oasis Aquatics and all that good stuff. So I was going to be an ambassador for Oasis Aquatics, but unfortunately, they decided to pull tropical fish out of it for at least this year. But he said that next year we could do it. So next year, next October, we will be representing Oasis Aquatics, and it actually gives me time to convince Tom to fly into Florida. So I have 365 days to convince him, and we can represent Oasis Aquatics together at the Scales Expo next year. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up this show momentarily. It's been an amazing show. I've had a blast. It actually went a lot better than I thought it would go because I was feeling like crap earlier today. And this is exactly the way I want to lead into our 250th episode this coming Sunday. So we're going to end our show tonight. Our main event is going to be a update on my 125-gallon aquarium. All right, fish keepers, that does it for tonight's edition of Aquatic Wetline. Be sure to be part of history this coming Sunday, October 5th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It will be our 250th episode of Aquatic Wetline, featuring special guest Tom McGuire, Aqua Alex getting new fish, another special announcement, Aqua Alex Aquarium facts, and a whole lot more. Don't miss AW 250 live, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, this Sunday, right here on Aquatic Wetline. Go Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and happy fish keeping. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for watching this live stream on the Real Alex Cardinale YouTube channel. We hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Whether you learned about tropical fish, a crime, an American tragedy, or had fun on Saturday Live, your view is what keeps the great content coming. Thank you for supporting Alex Cardinale and watching this live. It's hard to believe we are quickly approaching 11 years together. Get ready for a big 11-year celebration taking place in New Jersey. Special thanks to our sponsor Oasis Aquatics for helping our channel grow. Looking for quality tropical fish? Check out oasisaquaticsnj.com. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share this video on social media and let your friends view too. Remember, sharing is caring. Subscribe for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching and stay legendary. Goodbye for now. We will see you on the next live.